Okay, our next stop in our adventure today is at Pilgrimage Winery in Cambridge City, Indiana. This winery just opened up in 2024 and it is all family owned and operated as well. They make their wines here and they have a lovely setting to come and have a glass or two of wine. So let's go in and check it out. Look at this gorgeous door. And you walk in and it's almost like a castle. Pilgrimage Winery. We've got the casks in here. This is beautiful. Walking through the door in the castle. Look at these great areas to sit out here and enjoy your wine in the vineyards. Here is the wine tasting area right here.
My name's Scott Eckert, one of the owners here at the Pilgrimage Wine Company in Cambridge City, Indiana. Again, we pride ourselves on growing the grapes and making the wine. We're very traditional in that sense. As you come into the tasting room, you're kind of immersed in the tanks, the barrels, the lab, and then more importantly, the vines. This was my grandfather's farm. He bought it in the 60s, and when we were looking for places to grow grapes, we would come out here and we just had a sense that it was a pretty place, and you can't make good wine in ugly places, so we have that going for us. And yeah, so at some point it was time to plant the flag, and we decided to do it here. We're different from a lot of the Midwestern wineries in that we only focus on dry table wines, again, very European inspired, and stuff that we can grow here. So yeah, that's kind of our value proposition, and what we're finding, even though a lot of folks say that the Midwestern palate is sweet, I think that's a little bit outmoded advice, because as you can see, there's a lot of people that appreciate the drier style of table wines, and the fact that we're growing them from the grapes that we grow here is means that the wine has soul and is got a story behind it for sure.
I love that. I love that. The property is gorgeous. Kind of showed them a little bit when we first got here, but hearing your story just kind of makes it that much more special, I think. And to get people to come in here, come hang out, enjoy the vibe, taste some really good wine, and meet new people.
Yeah, exactly. Again, our first vineyards were planted in 2019, so they're on 6th leaf. Each year we plant a little bit more. So we have 3 vintages that we have on the menu. We opened the tasting room on August 1st, so we've only been open about 10 weeks now. So we're just in our infancy of
yeah. Good things are to come. Good things are definitely to come. Scott said he and his wife are both Navy pilots.
We met as flight instructors.
Well, thank you for your service, by the way.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't have joined, I wouldn't have met her, so it worked out.
And that's them.
So yeah, and you got a little golden retriever who's not running around, but she will be here shortly, Sasha. But yeah, we're leaving the left coast to come to the Midwest to grow our grapes. If you look, that's a plan.
I love it.
Yeah, we want to
but it's the United States.
It's the United States. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
The Blanc and Traminette are both dry. The Rosé had really zorching acidity, so we had a little bit of sugar just to make it a little bit more pleasing on the palate. And then the Blanc 23 is our Vignoles blend. That grape gets ripe, but it also carries acidity, which calls for the sugar to balance it out. It's got about 1.5 to 2% sugar, but it's very nice off-dry table wine. It's kind of like the Midwestern Riesling.
Yeah.
It's great with any kind of spicy dish. Thai food would be amazing. I still recommend if you're going for a steak, go get you a nice fat California Cabernet, but we don't have that here.
Yeah.
We're just not going to have the hang time. So they're lighter bodied, more delicate, aromatic, lean, food-friendly wines here.
All right, well, we're going to give it a try.
Yes, Traminette, State Grape of Indiana.
Cheers.
And then, yeah, they're kind of the local experts on the grape varieties.
I have to say, I am not a huge dry wine fan.
How much have you had?
No, but that is really smooth.
Thank you.
That is a very, sometimes you drink a dry wine and you're like,
It's
just
the
kind of
acidity
burns.
that on the palate, it's pretty
Rosé.
simple. It's red fruit. You got strawberry, watermelon, but again, that whole cluster pressing of the shell wall grape just gives it a beautiful nose.
The rosé. That is really good.
It's still zippy.
It is.
Here's the last wine the menu. It's also a red wine. It's a blend. So you got Marquette, but you also have Landau Noir and Regent, which is a red hybrid. There's also 60% Cabernet. That just kind of rounds it out, lowers the acidity, fattens the wine, and 20% new oak. So this one's decidedly bigger, oakier, smokier. You get the spiciness on the nose, but you also taste the oak and vanilla on the palate.
Ooh.
A lot more going on.
Give it a
Enjoy.
try. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. And the smell.
The reds here are so good.
Ooh, it
The reds are so good.
So this is the one I gave you guys.
It is. We have it.
We're actually going to get a bottle of the Blanc 22, which is the first one that we tried. We really, really liked it, and I'm a sweet wine drinker. I never thought that I would like a dry wine, but it was so good. So if you are in the area, make sure that you come to Pilgrimage Winery. You will not be disappointed. It is an amazing, amazing venue, and try the wines and support the small business. It's an amazing, amazing place. So yeah, you should definitely come. I just want to say, like, I was a little nervous when we came here because I am not a dry wine drinker at all. I want all the sugar and all of the sweet. This place was absolutely amazing. I mean, you could see when I tasted it, I was a little nervous that I would not like it. Because sometimes when you taste a dry wine, you kind of have a, you know, you have that little bit of a reaction to it, but this was really, really good. It was so smooth, and honestly, the atmosphere here is amazing. Come out here and grab a bottle, do some wine tasting, and just hang out. The owners are absolutely so hospitable and so friendly and have a lot of knowledge about wine and winemaking. So I'm certain if you have any questions about the wines, they're going to be able to answer those questions for you. Support this small business and show them a little bit of love. It was a really, really amazing time. We had a lot of fun.